With my first pregnancy, my daughter who's 2.5 years old, I had her by cesarean section because she was breech. She was head up and she was stubborn and didn't want to turn. And when I got pregnant 2 years later with this one, unless she was breech or there was some major complications, I wasn't going to go through a cesarean section again. There was no reason to have major abdominal surgery if I didn't need it. The only problem is here in Redding, the hospital will only do cesareans if you've already had previous cesareans. They won't let you have what's called a trial of labor or a VBAC, vaginal birth after cesarean. It's just the rules of our hospital and they're very hard to change. And in order to have a VBAC, I have to go through a midwife or go all the way down to Sacramento to UC Davis. So I've chosen to go with a local licensed midwife, and I'm really happy that I'm doing that. So that was the only way to get around it. Ryan, that's sister's heartbeat. Do you hear it?
Well, we know that the studies that have been done regarding VBACs show that the incidence of complications in a VBAC labor and birth are almost the same as for someone who's never had a cesarean section. And when we talk about the complications, the main thing that is discussed is the possibility that the uterine muscle could rupture and that the mother could have a catastrophic scenario where she could bleed severely, the baby could possibly be compromised or die. And so that's the big concern that weighs over every decision to do a VBAC. But the percentage is really a very, very small percentage. It's less than 1% of all VBAC women have had that complication occur, which is almost identical to a normal laboring woman who's not ever had a cesarean.
I'm at 39 weeks and 2 days, I think. 39 weeks and 3 days, something like that. And the due date is September 18th, this coming Saturday. And I want to experience childbirth how it's supposed to be, how it was meant to be. You know, I know that there's a lot of good reasons for women to have cesareans, and I'm not saying that they're always a bad idea. But in my case, everything's going perfectly, so I don't want to do it.